Hi there everyone, it's Sarah here and I have a little video for you today on how to make these little adorable penguin tags. I made these yesterday but I ran out of time for getting a video done, and I just thought I would share them with you today and how I put them together. The majority of it's all done because I die cut and stamped out quite a few of the penguins and the little Let It Snow tags yesterday, so that I could speed up the tutorial process today. So I'll plod on and let you see how I made these. First up, I've got this is 280 GSM dark craft cardstock, and I really like working with this. It's dark on one side and it's lighter on the other. So I have cut out two tag shapes, and these are 4 inches by 3 inches, and I've just punched a hole in the top. And also I've done the edges in the crocodile scallop edge punch, but we'll need this to go over the bits of paper once we adhere the paper down. The papers that I've got here are Coordinations cardstocks. One of them is My Mind's Eye collection and the other one's Cosmo Cricket collection, and I just thought they lended themselves well to be sanded down and put on the front of the tags. We're also going to be using a couple of die cut snowflakes. These are from Lifestyle Crafts and it's a trio of snowflake dies, and I've already pre-cut and popped out all the bits on these two just to save a bit of time. I'm using this true hemp twine for the tags on the ties on the tags rather. And then here are our cute little penguins. We've got a green one and a blue one, and I've already gone ahead and put stickles on their baubles of their hats and coloured in the beaks with a Copic marker. So we've got these little chaps to go on. The stamp set that I used for the penguins is by Clearly Besotted Stamps. You can buy them in the UK and you can also get them in the US through Simon Says Stamp. And I also used the die collection for this too, where you're getting the penguin, the hat and the scarf. So that's what I've used for the penguin. What else do we need? I think that's it. Oh, we've got little tags, which I've just tidied up. I'll find them. I'll find them, don't worry about it, she says. Ah, good grief, I don't know where I put them. Right, anyway, let's get started with this. So I'm going to pop this, before I pop it on there, I'm just going to get my Stampin' Up! Sander, and this makes an awful mess, so I'm just going to do this off to the side because I've just cleaned my mat, and it's just a case of rubbing it to expose the core paper underneath, and we get something like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the green one, then I'll quickly clear up my mess and blow the dust off of those. There we go. And let me just get that cleaned away, otherwise we'll have dust everywhere. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute once I get this baby wipe out. There we go. Because it gets everywhere, green and blue paper dust. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to need some glue to fix these down onto the tags themselves. So I'm just using Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. You can use score tape or whatever you have to hand. It's just because I had this handy, and it's just a case of sliding this on. Now this bit of paper is cut to 4 inches by 2.5, and you'll see that it sticks out down past the corners, but I'll sort that out in a minute. And then all I'm going to do is get my brayer and just give that a good old run over, just to get it here adhered down. And then we put our green one on. There we are. Yeah, I've got glue everywhere. Hang on a tick. There we go. So all I'm going to do now is just get my scissors and just trim around the edges there. I rounded that bottom edge off with a corner chomper. I forgot to mention, but it's just the normal round one. And then this one's just needing the tiny little edges taken off. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is just get this scalloped edged other corner chomper and pop this in here just to take away and tidy up that edge, and then trim that up. There we go, and then do this one. That's fine. So there we have our tags. So all I'm going to do now is just get my crocodile out and re-punch those holes and put a couple of eyelets in. This one. And two. There we go. I can pop that away. Okay, so the next phase is I'm going to just ink the edges of these two here, and for the green one I used Laurel Leaf. It's by Versacolor, and it's just a nice pale green chalk ink. There we go. And for the blue one I used a Versamark one. Oh, here it is. Versamagic, I apologise. And this one is Aspen Mist, sorry. And that's the one that I used to go around the blue one, just to give it a little bit of a frosty edge. So there we go. Put the lid back on my glue. I'm still looking for the bottom tags. Goodness knows what I've done with them. Pass. Anyway, we'll not worry. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so I'm going to put the cord on these now. So I've just pre-cut a couple of pieces, and I always like to put double it over and put it through from the front towards the back. And then just pull that, and then the other piece I've got here is a lighter piece. Just double it over. And pull that through. There we are. Okay, next step, we need the hot glue gun to just put the snowflakes on. and I'm just going to put a bit around the middle and a little bit around the outside edge, just to hold it down. And what I'm going to do is put this up quite close to the eyelet there, and then I'm just going to put another blob along the front and attach our wee snow penguin and pop him on there. There we go, and then we'll just do the green one. And again, try and get that up close to the, as you can, to the, I was using this last night. I just press it down to save burning my fingers, as I normally do. I just press it down with a hot glue gun just to get it attached, and then we get our wee green snow boy and pop him on there, and then just get rid of your glue strands. And there we go, that's nearly finished. I'm just missing this little tag, and I pre-printed them, and for the life of me I have no idea where they are. No, if I find them, pass. Shall we cut some more? Because I do have the die to hand. Or I did have the die to hand. That's what I get for tidying up. Oh, here it is. Right, okay, this is the die that I used. And this is by Paper Mania, and it comes in just the one sheet, and it's all little tags with little embossed bits on it for the going around the edges. And I used this tag here, so I'll go ahead and just cut a couple out, and then that way it's done and dusted, and we'll be good to go. So I'm just going to cut a couple of bits of cardstock out, and I use a cuttlebug because it's handier just to lift it up and down onto my desk. So I'll just pop this in and run it through a couple times, and then that way we'll be able to just get this finished off nice and neat. Okay. Excuse the squeaks. So that's one, and then we'll be getting the other one. There we go, and that's the other one. That didn't cut through that great because I didn't remove the first lot from the... Not to worry, we'll just cut it out. It's almost through, it's just little bits. There we go. And move that to the side. Now I need to get the stamp set back out, because we're going to need to stamp the sentiment. And I just like to use Hero Arts dye ink for this. Just pop that one there, stamp that one there, And then I used the chalk inks again to go round. The outside edges of these. So this is the blue one. And then the green one. And then the next step is a couple of rhinestones. And for the blue ones I used Wild Orchid Crafts, but for the green ones I used My Mind's Eye, and I think these are from an old collection, the Wild Asparagus collection. But they are lovely and they do go with the tag really well, so I'm just going to put a couple of those on there. That's one, and then smooth these over and put a couple of the blue ones on. And then we just need some dimensional adhesive, which I have here. Just pop a couple on each one. And then we get our little tags back down and pop them on. Super easy to make. There's a lot of stages to this, that's why I did all the prepping to start with, but well worth it once you've made the little chaps. So that's my two quick and easy little snowman tags. See if you can get a better look. The lighting's not good in here today, it's quite dull outside. And the little green one, and they would look lovely hanging on the back of, or on the front of any tag. Parcel, sorry. So there you have it, there's a couple of little tags, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. All the supplies lists for everything that's here are across on my blog. I put the blog post up last night, and I hope you'll try some for yourself. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.